Today's video is about a problem that I have had from the start of my creative career. I have no idea what to do with all of the files that I create. Between my personal life as a creator and my job, I have bought way too many hard drives. And I never know where any of my projects are. And so I spend way too much time staring at these drives, trying to remember if I put this file here or this project here. And then I try to create notes to try and help myself to remember exactly where these files are, how much storage is left on these drives. But that just ends up frustrating me and making me even more annoyed. There has to be a better way, a solution to all of this chaos. So here's my idea. What if I made an app? Something that catalogued all of this. And when I went looking for something next time, I could find exactly where it was. And whenever I needed to know how much storage is left on a drive, I can just look at it at a glance. It would make my life so much easier. There's just one teeny tiny problem. I have no idea how to make an app. I don't even know where to start. But I do know a tool that can help me on my journey. But first, we need to figure out what we actually want this app to do with all of this data. The easy way out would just be to buy a NAS, to keep all these files in the one place and have them backed up. But I don't have the kind of money for that. I want to create a simple tool that can help me organize all of this chaos. But firstly, I needed to figure out some rules. There were 3 things that I wanted this app to do. Number 1, the app must store and catalog all files and folders within my drives. Rule number 2, the app must not move any files or copy them. And rule number 3, the app must be read only. Those last 2 rules are super important. I want to make sure that I am the only one that can make errors when it comes to deleting files. This is purely to help my brain understand what is happening on my drives. Once I figured out what I wanted the app to do, it was time to implement my tool, Claude. So I entered those 3 rules into Claude and I asked it to create this app. And it did. And we've been going back and forth for weeks trying to perfect this thing and to make it a useful tool within my process. And here it is. This is the app. As you can see, straight off the bat, you can see a good look at how much space has been used on my drives and where there is some free space available. But I can also click into a drive and then see a more detailed view of what is inside the drive and how big those files are. And when I plug in this specific drive, a little pop-up appears at the top. And then I click scan now and it will update anything that I added to that drive within, the last hour, day, whatever. This app is read only, like I said in the rules. It's not touching or moving anything. It is purely observing what is happening. I can also view all my archive drives and figure out what is going on with them. There's also a duplicates page, which shows me where I am being inefficient and accidentally keeping 2 copies of stuff that I don't need to. I can also search for specific files. Sometimes I just need to find a very specific photo or video clip or a folder or a project. And yeah, I've just been going back and forth with Claude, adding things, taking away things that I don't think matter too much, and trying to make this app as useful as possible and very valuable to my creative process, because I want this thing to take away all the stress and annoyance that archiving and cataloging does to my brain and my notebooks. It's crazy. Now it just makes so much more sense. And there is no way that I could have done this without a tool like Claude. Like I said before, I'm not a coder. I've never even tried. And I don't have an interest to try because I just can't wrap my head around it. But to have a tool that can do all that for me and allow me to just be creative, that's pretty cool. And I know there's a lot of interesting conversations going on about AI at the moment. I think that it is pretty amazing that this is something that you can do with it. Something that wouldn't have even been possible for me at all. I've been able to make this, and it is actually serving me so well. And so I wanted to make this video just to, I guess, share my journey with AI, but also share some of the things that I'm doing with it and how I'm using it to hopefully make my life a little bit easier, and hopefully you are doing the same as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you're doing well, and I will see you all next Sunday.